99% of programmers have no idea that AI agents exist. While they're still writing hundreds of lines of code for simple tasks, AI agents are doing the same work in minutes. Don't believe me? I'll show you the traditional way most developers are still doing it in 2025. And then we'll show you what AI agents can do instead. Ready to see the difference? Let me show you how most developers are still building calendar tools in 2025. So first, we start by setting up the meeting. Let's give it a title, something simple like Team Sync. Next, we pick a date, let's say July 6, 2025. Set the time to 2 p.m. and we'll use the America/New York time zone. Done, we've scheduled the meeting. Now let's try fetching the events for a specific day. We enter July 5th, 2024, and it pulls up our events for that day. It's like it's working fine, right? But here's the problem. Everything looks simple on the surface until we look under the hood. Let's start with the main function, offering a good command line menu. Fetch, insert, or exit. Feels like we're back in 2005, doesn't it? Then we need to wire up two essential functions. Get calendar service for handling OAuth, auth tokens, refresh logic, saving credentials, the whole security dance. Calendar API call, to ensure we don't accidentally nuke our calendar with the wrong API call. But here's where it gets messy. Our fetch function only pulls events for one date. Want to check your week? We're manually typing 7 dates. The insert command is even more fragile. Enter the wrong time zone? Crash. Miss the colon in 14:00? Crash. Mistype the date format? Try again. It's not smart, it's not forgiving, and it's definitely not built for real humans. And remember, we've only added 2 features, just 2. Realistically, if we want this tool to work reliably for others, to support updates, delete, recurring events, even natural language like next Friday at 2, we're looking at weeks of work. But here's the wild part. AI agents don't need any of this. No regex, no hard-coded formats, no edge case spaghetti. In fact, they can do all this and more in minutes. Alright, enough pain. Time to hack the system with AI. Here's what happens when you throw the same problem at an AI agent. Hey, can we meet next Tuesday around 3 p.m. at the coffee shop on Main Street? Also invite Sarah and Mike from marketing. The agent replies, do you have Sarah and Mike's emails? No, just schedule it. And just like that, calendar event created. Time zone inferred, emails passed, natural language understood. No regex, no date passing, no crashing because I missed a colon. This is the power of prompt engineering in action. Let's decode the magic behind this AI transformation. The brain of the operation, this one beautiful line. Chat with agent. In our main loop, we feed it whatever the user types. It processes through the agent, gets a response, and loops. That's literally it. But here's the AI secret sauce. Behind the scenes, the same Google Calendar API logic exists. Get calendar service and calendar API underscore call. But now, the AI agent decides when to call them, which method to use, and how to build the parameters. Inside Chat with Agent, we build our message architecture. The system prompt is our AI's operating manual. And yes, that massive blob you see, it's pure prompt engineering gold. In OpenAI's framework, we have 3 critical roles. System defines behavior, tone, and capabilities. User, natural language input, the messy human stuff. Assistant, where AI tools and function calls happen. Our system prompt is the AI's instruction manual. It explains capabilities like add events, fetch upcoming meetings, update or delete events. But here's the prompt engineering mastery. We also provide crucial context like today's date, because GPT-4o doesn't know the current date. Email validation rules, confirmation requirements for edge cases. Then comes the tools schema. We define exactly how to call calendar API call, what arguments it takes, data types, and allowed methods. This keeps our AI agent focused and prevents hallucination. Here's where it gets fascinating. The agent doesn't call the calendar function directly, natural, simulating AI response. Instead, it sends back a function call request, essentially saying, I want to call the insert method on the events resource, here's the payload, explaining steady. We receive that, execute it via call function, get the result, then feed that back to the API, and only then does the agent complete the task. This is agentic workflow design. The AI handles reasoning and planning, we handle execution and validation. The best part? If errors occur or multiple function calls are needed, the recursion kicks in. It thinks through problems, tries again, adapts. We're using GPT-4o here, a general-purpose model with fast reasoning. But for complex logic, we could switch to reasoning models like O1 or O3 Mini. This one file replaced weeks of development, solved multiple failure modes, and just works through natural conversation. The traditional way, it's officially obsolete.
So you're probably thinking, cool demo, but how is this actually better?
Let me blow your mind. Remember those painful limitations from traditional code? Time zones? Just say 2 p.m. EST or lunch in Tokyo. Agent handles it, no crashes. Complex queries? What's my schedule next week? Clean summary, pre-sorted, time zone adjusted. New features? Update one line in the prompt. Done. Traditional code? That's days of development. But this must be expensive, right? Wrong. Real session? 205 requests, 114k input tokens. Cost $0. GPT-4o costs $2.50 per million tokens. You could schedule for hundreds of people monthly for under $5. Plus, your server does zero thinking. The AI handles all logic. Lightweight, fast, scalable. We're not just automating calendars, we're redefining how software gets built. So what happens next? Two paths. You go back to your old workflow, the if-else statements, endless debugging, fragile forms. Or you become the person on your team who does what used to take weeks in hours. AI agents aren't just productivity tools, they're career accelerators. And the best part, you don't need to wait years to catch up. You just need to start today. If this changed how you think about programming, smash that like button. Drop a comment. What's the first thing you want to automate with AI agents? Hit subscribe and let's hack the future together.